Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's test the Jio Fiber network. And recently, if you recall guys, Jio introduced a new plan, that is the 399 plan. That's an unlimited plan that comes with the 30 megabit speeds, and I migrated to that plan to test it out and see how it works. Earlier I was using a 150 megabit plan. In fact, it's 399 rupees plus 18% GST, so works out to about 471 rupees. And Jio says this is unlimited plan, but technically the data limit is 3330 GB per month. That's a huge data, so they are calling it unlimited. But let's see how it actually works, and will it work fine if you're doing multiple streaming on multiple devices with this 30 megabit plan. Let's check it out. So guys, let's first test the speed, and as you can see I'm using speedtest.net and we are on the Jio server. So this is the 30 Mbps plan. So let's test what's the speed this is showing us. It's supposed to be 30 megabit. Let's see. So we're getting about 28, around 28, not 30. And I'm about, guys, about 20 feet away from the router. So not the idealist, but just wanted to give a real world experience, guys. 26 and upload, it's just hovering. I generally get 22, 23. So yeah, 24 also it's touching. Upload, today it's coming good. So almost same we are getting, the download and upload. About 26, 30 is the rated. So this is with speed test. Let's also test with fast. I trust this more, this application. And yeah, about 27 megabit is the speed that we are getting. And now let's do the test. I'm also curious what results we'll get. Hi guys, so the Jio router is over here, and as you can see we have one TV over here, but first we'll test it on another TV. It's here in my old office setup. I'll just move over here, and as you can see over here, and again we're going to test it with Netflix. And what we're going to do is, I have the highest plan of Netflix that supports 4K, so I'm just going to mute the audio and let's just try to run some 4K stuff. I know this Biohackers is in 4K, so let's do that. I've enabled stats, so I'm just going to start that. And if you notice over here, if this just goes away, we can see that it's right now pulling at 720p, but it'll go till about 2160. That's actually 4K. 1440 over, this is 1080, it can go up to 1440, that's 2K, and it can go up to 21 something, that's actually 4K. And as you can see right now, already it started pulling in 2K, pulling at 6.58 megabit. This will slowly increase. That's the only difference I found when switching from the 150 megabit plan to this. This takes about 15-20 seconds. As you can see, the ramp up is a little bit slow. What we do is, let's see, as you can see now, it's basically 4K, 2160. It's pulling in 4K, and this is the maximum that Netflix pulls. That's 15.25 megabit. So this is actually pulling in 4K. Now what we'll do is, let's open up my laptop over here. And here, as this is running in 4K, again, as you can see, it's still 15 megabit it's pulling. That means it's pulling comfortably in 4K, and as you can see, no issues, very comfortable playback. Now I'm going to invoke YouTube here, and just let's play one of my own videos. I'll just mute the audio. I've just muted my audio, guys.
This is the first smartphone in the world that can...
Okay, let it run, who cares. And
here is the box.
This is at 1080p, that's full HD. I've forced it to that. So as of now, if we enable the stats also, it's pulling comfortably at 1080p without any issues, no frame drops. Even here, if you look at the TV, still at 4K it is pulling. So one 4K feed and one 1080p feed at this 30 Mbps Jio connection is working fine. Let's move ahead because it's running fine. Let's put more load on this one. And now this is my phone. Again, let's run the same video.
So let's see. So here
we'll raise it to 1080p and see how it handles it. So slight buffering, one 4K is running, so it is taking a little bit of time. But here, as you can see, nothing happened, and even on that one, nothing happened. So here I'm noticing slight buffering. 1080p, let's go to 720 and see. Maybe it's just too far away from the router also. This shouldn't happen. let's see where did it connect. Let me go to the 2.4 gigahertz band. This is far away. Maybe it's just that's what it's acting.
Guys, I was expecting that.
So here it gave us a problem. As you can see there, still it's pulling in 4K. Here 1080p it is perfectly fine. Here it gave out a problem, maybe a range issue. Let's do one thing, let this 4K run and let this 1080p run. Let's go to that TV and okay, here this one also started playing. It was a range issue, as you can see. Now I've set it to 1080p. This is 1080p, it's running, and that 4K is still running over there. Now let me do one thing. Now I think so this will create a problem. Right now one 4K feed is working fine and two 1080p is working fine. What happens if we invoke one more feed on this? This is Netflix and I'm just going to play it. Let me lower the volume, guys, it's creating an issue. Yeah, but as you can see here still it's playing and that started. I know this show also, I'll just keep it over here so that you guys can see 1080p 4K is running. This also started, same connection, same Jio connection we are using for all, and this is at oh, this also started pulling. So we can sort of do one 4K and three 1080p with this connection. This in fact is started pulling it at 2K, 1440 it's showing. This is also a 4K feed. It's not pulling at 4K. These two are 1080p, very comfortable. So very interesting. I thought it would conk off after 3 devices. So 4 devices are running. This one, this show I know is also in 4K. It's not pulling in 4K. It's restricted. It started now 2160, but still pulling only at 7 megabit, 9 megabit. Let's do one thing. This is playing. I'll just keep it in my hand to give you an idea. This is working. Let's go here back. Come here. Let's. Oh, this is still pulling in at 4K. I thought this will fade out. As you can see, this is working. This is also working. So this is very interesting. You can actually have 4 screens running easily. 1080p. In fact, one can comfortably actually pull in at 4K. That is surprising. I didn't expect that. So as you can see with this 30 megabit connection, many people are thinking that you can't stream concurrent video content. You can do it. In fact, you can even stream one feed at 4K properly. And let's say if you have 2 or 3 more devices, keep it at 1080p and they will also work. I have disabled mobile data. As you can see, this has dropped a little bit, as you can see now, because even that other TV, I had kept it on 4K. So looks like it has dropped. So I would say good idea is to keep only one television at 4K pulling. That happens seamlessly. If you add 2 4K and 2 more 1080p, then yes, it falls down a little bit. But Netflix is intelligent. As you can see, the picture quality is still good. It intelligently manages the bandwidth. So certainly 3-4 devices streaming continuously with this 30 megabit connection is definitely possible. So guys, as you saw, very interesting results, and I was also surprised that it could handle that 4K connection very easily, and after that even 2 1080p feeds fine. In fact, I would say you can have one 4K and about 3 1080p feeds fine on this connection. It will work fine. And again, if you're using 2 4K, yes, it can create problems at times, and I would say suggest that if you're having a Jio router, divide some of the devices that are on the 5 gigahertz band that are using that 4K. That way you can segregate the traffic. As we saw, was having some problems when it was trying to connect to my this smartphone. It was a band issue. I just changed it and it started working. So indeed, you can easily do multiple streaming on multiple devices, up to easily about 4 devices, even with this 30 megabit connection that we are having from Jio. And I would say I moved my family plan from 150 to 30 megabit, and my family didn't even realize that I moved it to 30 megabit. The only place when I noticed that slowdown of speed was that when I was doing very heavy downloads. For example, I have an Xbox One. When I tried to download a new game, those games are very big, 60, 70 gigabytes. Then I was noticing the slow speed. But for regular streaming, even in 4K and stuff, nothing, browsing, etc., I did not have an issue. So definitely I would say it's a wow and a very good value plan. So some of you were asking how does it work. It works actually really well. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm also planning to do some experiments with this Jio connection. I want to migrate to the 500 megabit plan and see how the default router of Jio handle. Can it actually handle that 500 megabit connection, that Wi-Fi on that? I'm doubtful. So if you guys want to know, let me know. I'll try that experiment and see how it works. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you with my next video. Take care guys.